See, a lot of people who are doing business, they think they're keeping accounts only for the sake of IRS. No. You keep accounts not for the sake of IRS. Because if you do not keep accounts, you do not know whether you're making profit or loss. That's the idea of accounts, isn't it? Whether you're moving forward or backward, to know this, you need an account book. Why don't you keep an account book? At the end of the day, just check, am I a little more joyful today than yesterday? If you had done this since you were 5 years of age, you would have been ecstatic by now. Profit side became like this because you never kept accounts. One day you checked, when it became very acute, then you see you're in a big loss. Every day, every month, just keep accounts. Am I becoming more joyful or less joyful? There are only two things. How joyful are you and how much joy do you give to people around you? This you can keep accounts. If you keep accounts of this, people are keeping accounts of their money as if they're going to carry it with them. The real wealth of life is how joyful you are, how wonderful is your experience of life. Joy is not a goal by itself, but it's a necessary ambience for life. If you don't set this one ambience, then whatever you have is just going waste.
Have you ever thought why Buddha left his palace? Have you ever thought what for did Buddha really leave the riches? When people think twice to give a penny to a beggar, he left the whole kingdom and imposed poverty upon himself. When he could have a feast every single day, he started begging alms from door to door. People work very hard so that they can buy their dream house. They work very hard so that they can buy their dream car. But do you know, Buddha left his palace. He was a king. He had everything that one can ask for on the material level. So what for did he really leave all of this? What for did he really leave his palace, his kingdom and his wealth? He left all of this in search of the real wealth. Yes, Buddha left his material wealth to look for the real wealth. And after 6 long years of meditation and spiritual practices, he finally found the real wealth. He discovered his divine, infinite nature. And this is the real wealth, not your big mansion or your big car or $1 billion in your bank account. Why the scriptures or the spiritual masters call your divine nature the real wealth? Because it is eternal. It is beyond time. Time cannot destroy it. Everything that you see in this world will be destroyed by time someday. The body-mind complex that you take yourself to be will someday come to an end. But the real, infinite, divine you is beyond time. Time cannot control it. Time cannot touch it. And because of this, it's ever fresh and ever new. That is the real you, and that is your real wealth. Also, the material wealth cannot be called the real wealth because it can be taken away at any time. But the real wealth cannot be taken away. How can anyone take you from yourself? How can you ever lose yourself? The greatest thing that you can obtain in this world is you, yourself. The real you is the greatest thing, and that is the real treasure, the real wealth. It's your birthright. So stop running in the external world for scraps of pleasure when the true happiness can be found right where you are. Just dive deep within yourself and discover the real wealth. Discover your divine, infinite nature.